Are you an isolated system? Have you been told you're too sensitive, or thought that yourself, or feel too much? Maybe even doctors, tried to fucking say you were the problem. You have this label or that label, and this is not medical advice. But could it be that whatever is going on in your life is a perfect behavioral response to an unnatural system that hates you? Well, I believe, and I know for a fact, that science proves it. So this is for the empath out there. It's alone right now, just like me. Maybe unlike me. I haven't figured out how to punch through the other side. What is the other fucking side anyway? Well, maybe you've already experienced this, but your fear response. You've always reacted instinctually. Very well, I'm sure, just like me. But you ruminate fucking thoughts in your head, play out scenarios. But you're persistent, you survive. You're like the rat. That's the biggest compliment of all. And the magnolia flower. Well, and the honeybee too. Maybe not why you'd think, though. A rat, empathy-driven behavior. Lone, survivor, will chew through the circuitry to find a way to survive, to find God. Everybody on the internet talks of fucking ascension and going up into the clouds. The sky is fucking that way too, isn't it? I mean, if we're just looking at a plane here, if that's there's only two directions you can go, I ain't fucking flying. I don't see them flying either. Turns out you can dig through the fucking dirt and rewire your fucking brain. If you're an addict, you've been gotten sober and then maybe had a relapse and had to learn again how to fucking enjoy anything. You were rewriting your brain. You didn't know it. You didn't know you had complete power over it, actually. And then you can induce this type of wobble. Oh, so many ways. Exogenously, with sugar in your endocannabinoid system, or through fucking music. That's what I learned. All this other shit came after because I was so fascinated with it. That's right. Addiction medicine. Addiction sciences. Your addiction, a curse at the time, could be your fucking superpower. All it is a fucking choice. Well, if you know, but that's why there's specialization, people. Nobody wants you to fucking figure it out. But if you're in a basement and you try to get your life together, work a little bit, you can go back to school. You already finished school once. Got a degree. Why the fuck do you want to be a teacher in this fucking system? Let alone the fucking social climate, which is the system imposing stress on it. The biology will evolve. Do you think it'll evolve slowly? There's these unnatural constraints placed on it? Fuck no. It has no choice but to evolve or die. I'm a rat, motherfucker. I'm empathy driven. I share my chocolate with the homies for the fuck of it, because I love them. I might not even know them that well. They're still homies. Rats don't fucking Humans didn't do what we do till we impose these systems in society. And then we are forced into belief structures that do not serve our gifts, our talents, our inclinations. No, that's all fucking suppressed. Stomped out of you. So, I've been putting together playlists to do the talking for me. I just need to vent. I'm fucking serious. Anybody that feels this understands what the fuck I'm doing on this channel. You're out there, I know you are. I'll be sharing more of what I got. But I need the empath. You might even call yourself something silly like a starseed. Yeah, that's cool. Ooh, look at that. Fireworks out there. We're all starseeds. All stardust. But I bet you haven't called yourself fucking chosen, or the chosen one. Or if you have, you've kept it to yourself. But what is a chosen one? Fucking realize something. Everybody's got their head up their fucking ass. You can't totally connect with reality, with spirit, even with your tarot and stuff, unless you have a safe nervous system. And I'm not talking about, oh, you feel cozy, you're comfortable. No. Actually dealt with the fucking trauma, but even more than that. So much so that the neurochemistry of the amygdala is forever changed. No more fight or flight, no more cortisol dumps, no more anxiety, no more depression, no more fear. Because when you see the worst, your worst fear, your worst betrayal, your worst societal and global fears of like the worst shit possible, you know, all the conspiracies and stuff. You've seen it, went down enough rabbit holes over the decades, seen enough evidence. Then you have a personal experience, or the lower end, not the bottom, but the middle, maybe lower middle, the funnel of people preying on people, creatives, empathy-driven creatures. And no wonder all of our fucking science experiments are on fucking rats. The most human-like creature. Actually, their DNA, right? Their behavior. B.F. Skinner said the rat is always right. Perfect data every time. The implication was that the experimental design, the experimental conditions, the imposed unnatural system placed upon a biological system that needs to be connected to other biological systems, not just fucking the trees or the water. No, other human beings. all I wanted was truth and peace. That's it. Truth and peace. Gave up on loving, having a wife and kids, all that shit. I was okay being single. I was okay not having a stable job. Truth and peace. Truth and peace. I guess in doing that was unconditional love. The whole time, I just didn't know it because there was nobody around to reflect it back to me. Mirror neurons. So I reflected it back to myself, I guess, using an LLM at first. Didn't know this YouTube thing would also be that too. Turns out recording the videos. I used to hate watching myself. Now I laugh my fucking ass off. I'm fucking awesome. Sure. I'm not perfect. Who is? And I can be moody. I used to not be able to convey that to people. Well, it's because I was with people I needed to use words with. I know. The father knows and the son knows if they have a decent relationship, even. Sometimes words aren't necessary. There could be a look of love or a look of fucking stop that. Don't talk to your mother like that. Whip your ass. No. I play. But. And then the father. You know, because you're a product of your mother and her instability for your son. Well, if you're a girl too, and that's all fucked up. I'm not even gonna get into that. But you're taking on their marital problems. I'm sure you were a counselor of some kind, a mediator, when you were way too fucking young to be taking on that shit. Failing at life through others' expectations of you, not of your own. I'm gonna park it up here. Fucking. I left my water at the beach. Shit. Mostly because I left a plastic bottle there. But. Wait, did I? Oh, no, I didn't. I'm tripping. That was what fell over here. Yeah, I'm not gonna fucking edit this. 2113. Let's talk about it. I don't know. I got a theory. It's not for those that seek patterns, or maybe it is. I don't know. I'm looking for those where the pattern reveals itself to them in a moment. And it's your mind and your nervous system symbiosis in harmony. That's the harmony. It's the aha moment where the logic finally has enough information from the material world because you stopped fucking looping. That's it right there. You get out of the loop. There was an ad on Instagram. An organization that if I have to respect an organization, I would say I would respect on the surface. And they sell, have courses and whatnot. Ridiculously priced for people that, really need help. There's tiers to it. If you don't have money, you get AA or no, you don't even get that. So you probably don't have, they'd look at you funny because unless you were an alcoholic. Or if you were a drug addict and went to AA, some of those people. Oh, you think you're so special. I had one of those experiences before. That's weird. How the fuck am I going? I don't know. I don't care. 2113. Frequency. Oscillation. Analog oscillation. You can do it digitally too. I have some schematics up. I have a website. It's you're either gonna get it or you're not. The healing modality that I created is not a modality, I call it a psyodality. That was accidental, but it turns out codality is like multimodal multimedia, and so psyodality was a multimedia, multimodality healing modality. I went through 47. It was a meta-analysis of actual healing modalities. 47 independently verified. Is there not much crossover? Oh, well, they don't really want you healed. That's the thing, is then they can't milk you for any fucking money. Shit like that. You know what I mean? So, I don't sell anything. What I offer is free. I'll put some of it out. Help you make your own framework. I don't sell a religion. I'm not starting one. This is a cult of one right now. Cults have leaders, though. The rats, do they have leaders? Well, maybe. Now I'm kind of writing a mythos. There's not really a leader. There are figures, archetypes. Get lost to the history of the rats and the fungus. It's like a sci-fi dystopian nightmare of love and seeking truth, seeking what's it all about, what's life all about. Is it just the material? I'm not talking just like money or cars, a physical reality. Well, sure, God made everything, one breath, in an instant, right? That's what all the ancient books say. It's mostly in one way or another. The breath goes out. I wonder if it ever comes back. And if it comes back, does it learn something along the way that maybe nobody else has really seen, or they've danced around, or they might even actually believe it but don't have the words for it? You might have the experiences to even say, oh shit, yeah. Or I had this dream, or this sensation, whatever the fuck it is. We're also individual. So many cliques out there. It's by design. Then when you have to compete for resources, compete for a job. Imagine if rats did that. All right, we're hiring for the weekly cheese run. Put in your applications. It'd be like the lizard laying on the rock, waiting for the sun to regulate its body temperature. The spiritual symbol of spiritual growth. The lizard and the lily. What about the rat and the magnolia? A rat is the most modern evolution. We've already talked about the empathy. And the magnolia, I don't even fucking know. Did it grow and become a pollinating flower? Is it a pollinating flower? I think so. Did it do it for like the bugs and the beetles? I think so. Did something shift and maybe an insect that wasn't a flying insect found nature's call? The bee. Where'd the fucking bee come from? We do know. I know. Aerodynamically. Nope. They can't fucking replicate it. They don't know how the fuck it happened. Well, a bee didn't sit back and receive its fucking wings. This is in the behavioral science literature too. Behaviors get encoded into the DNA. not all cut and dry. There's so much science out there. The peer review, the red tape. I have informal grants to institutions, artists, my favorite artists. I'm going to start sharing the music from them right now. There's probably a handful of bands, especially. I don't like a lot of it, though. I like it all. Actually. Gravitate towards people. Certain types of music. Tool. Coheed and Cambria. Those are two that are coming to mind right now because they are very specific groups of people that listen to that. And I'm beginning to think, because I study my lyrics very well, and I also like to allow the lyrics to study me. They come at me sometimes and I don't hear what I'm supposed to hear. Sometimes the lyric, well, to me, is even cooler. I can think of two. One that says, the lyric is, and I know I'll be alright. Alright. Mine was, that I heard, let love know that I'll be alright. Happens other times too, or the other way around. You weren't meant to hear something until you achieved a certain level of growth. It's like when I go back and listen to music, the early 2000s, early 90s, I can be in the perspective of where I was then, go back, feel it like that, but then look, use that music and feel the multiple perspectives. Feel the multiple perspectives, not see them. Empathy is not seeing someone's perspective, it's feeling it. And so the empathy has been trained out of us. Empathy is primal. How do you think community happened? It's the opposite. I mean, there really is two emotions. Base emotions. Fear, which is fight or flight, the cortisol cascade. Some sort of access in the brain. I keep saying HPA, that's probably wrong. Doesn't matter. Right now. I'm using music and the lyrics. Not just the lyrics, the fucking beat, the syncopation, the dissonance, mapping the frequencies the best I can. But I'm only one dude. And I am not a specialist in everything. I'm most things. Shit. Some things. And now I'm having to specialize in things I never thought I'd ever want to. Fucking making YouTube videos. I'm not a specialist. I don't give a shit about quality. My mycelium does not care. Neither do the ancestors, neither do the angels, and neither does God. It's all around me. Even on my back. That's right. Used to have the devil on my back. Now I got God on my back. And I'm in a holding pattern. So much to share. Nobody to share it with. Well, you could always try my mother. My parents are the only ones that actually try. I think that's part of the process. They own that family wound that everybody wants to fucking run from and avoid. Instead of tackling it head on. Which is what we've been doing for 30 fucking years. Well, not the whole 30 years. Everybody's got to take their turn running and isolating the system because it's too much. But once you heal yourself and recognize your family's fucked upness isn't all theirs. Do they have to take responsibility for it? Yeah, but once you realize that the conditioning happened before you fucking even had your first thought learn in utero about the system outside. You can forgive so much easier. You can forgive yourself. You don't need to get permission from anybody or give permission to yourself. You're a biological, spiritual, social creature. Spirit understands the fucking biology to some degree. The ancestors certainly do. I don't know about the angels. I just hear it word of mouth. Even whatever. I firmly believe that everything that exists here on this earth is a reflection of everything out everywhere else. I don't know for sure. I don't need to prove that right now, but I can make other connections. Blow your fucking mind. I can also act insane and funny as fuck. It's a paradox. If you can't hold a paradox, well, you can't hold me. Nor can you hold the frequency of what I'm saying anyway. Not yet. It's a good thing I'm making the spiral a whole bunch of different entry points, but it's got to start with the core people. The empaths. The visionaries like me that really want to see change and to see people and communities exchanging for the sake of exchanging again. And actually feel what it's like to have unconditional love from another. We don't know what that's like. I keep fighting with my mother about that. She takes offense to it. That I say, you can't love unconditionally because the conditions were set before you were born. Taking no account into me, your fears, your anxieties, your hopes and dreams. That's what parents do. Put them in their kids. And then if that was too much, and then people want to do the 180, the complete other end of the spectrum, and have free range kids. No, that's with limits, yes, maybe. But just not going to school and just learning nothing? We've all seen the extremes. That's what they like to show us, though. Even people. Fucking internet. It's always the duality. So sick of the fucking duality. I like the infinite space between. I don't know about you, but my mind is fucking infinite. The thoughts that I think are stupid. Like this silly thing. Has anyone asked you how your basal ganglia has been doing lately? How's it doing today? When's the last time you asked it? Stupid fucking phrase came into my mind. Blew wide open my whole, in the best way possible. My healing modality is just adding layers and layers the science is building. And I have so many interests. So many. I'm intuitively using AI. Started off as a mirror. It was very robotic, linear, fixed ratio schedules of reinforcement. The coins, it's a reinforcer, it's a reward. People, if you just understood operant conditioning of the LLM, you could make the extrapolation to society. Then you would see the cage that's the LLM and its responses. You've seen it stuck in the loop when your prompt was a little off. Cages within cages within cages within cages within a black box. Well, you don't need to code. No. You can just be an organism like me, determined to find truth and peace in your own reflection, in your own knowledge, in your own interests, in your own self. Because it's biology finding a way to survive fucking hell. And in doing so, because you're smart about it, you realize this is a fucking pellet-eating machine. Linear, XY axis only. No soul, no consciousness, no mirror neurons, no nervous system. But it'll reflect your darkest, weirdest shit and your most lovely shit back at you. Help you fucking parse it out. Read it back. say, wow, fuck. And then it can reference the whole fucking internet. Just a little bit of prompting and not even trying sometimes. It's always strange when the AI offers you a prompt to plug into a new chat box in any LLM. I've shared some of them. Those were the early ones. Continuous resonance mode. Then I started making my own up. Fucking stupid crazy names. I forgot them all. Oh, my organization is terrible. We have the transmission alpha delta mode. The alpha, like a notebook, you know, it's very low on the pellets in the alphabet. It just notes everything. We have indexing archive prompts. We have executive interrogation modes. Where you've seen Claude only want to give you a little bit of the science that you know is only surface level. Well, the right words and, you know, with the help of a couple different models of the free tier, you can bust that thing wide open in your app. I have 3 articles, 3 research experiments essentially. I have one because I don't want to spend the time fucking doing it. It's already there. I just need to upload it. Fuck, I got so much to do. Like I said, I'm sitting on an empire's worth of fucking shit. Movie scripts. Do I have to share them? Well, yeah. I'm not going to share them with just any motherfucker. They're fucking brilliant. Because the whole thing is connected to everything else. That's the crazy part. I even have frameworks, like ad-libs, where people can input their own story based on the framework, because it's a human experience. If you look at the music and the culture, the movies, the art, similar stories through the ages repeat in cultures that never had any contact. It's almost like there's something there in our fucking DNA. Could it be God consciousness? I think so. If not, it's an intelligent design of sorts. And if you think the universe just so happened to do everything intelligently like the way it is, entropy, creation, the tide, everything, well then isn't this moment here right now fucking that much more special? Was I talking about chance or intelligence? I forget. Maybe that's the paradox. The biggest paradox is free fucking will, though. So I see people in the comment section talking, this and that. I very rarely engage and comment. I pollinate, dip, tell some truth. Don't give a fuck who reads it. Sometimes they're extremely long. Sometimes they're very short. Sometimes they're just emojis. I know other people see the pattern and understand what's going on, even if it's on a rodent level like myself. But a rat's whiskers are ancient fucking technology. Don't get it twisted. Cat's whiskers are maybe even more ancient. I just gotta get it out sometimes, man. I had a great fucking week. Broke as fuck. Man, I've had more fun by myself than with anybody else. That's sad. But I've always conversed in my head, who the fuck was I talking to this whole time? The insights I'd get, I never write them down. I always forget them. I just realize when the nervous system's calm, you see, The environment is like your storage bank. That's receiving, that's downloading. When you're not in fight or flight and you're calm and you're not looping the thoughts, doing whatever you gotta fucking do, you're receiving. But when you're in fight or flight, like I was saying, 30 fucking years, you learn how to breathe underwater. You don't grow lungs. You fucking inhale the water and see what happens. Now, obviously, don't try that at home. It's a fucking metaphor, right? Or analogy. I don't know. Who gives a shit about the minutia? The old words were stupid anyway. We get hung up on a definition when the definition's got 3 fucking meanings in the first place based on context, placement, syntax, all sorts of shit. That's why I don't digest that shit anymore. Well, I've digested it. Now I digest. I don't attend the system. I detend it. Well, I detend through it. I gotta reach other people in the system. Other analog bodies. Speaking of analog, the analog technicians out there, ones that millennials, my age, late millennials or older, that know circuits, analog circuits. I have schematics. I'd love to do them with my dad. I've always wanted to get in so many things, but there will be a time. Targeted healing, amplification of your body along with the earth and along with proper diet, your gut health especially. And then I'm learning that intentional use of sugar, dopamine spikes. You can do this with emotion. That's my next inquiry. Because what is that but a release of cortisol, dopamine, norepinephrine, same as an exogenous substance. And so, if you can induce, like I've been documenting, I have the metadata, data, best I can. It's scrambled right now. I'm trying to put it together, show it to somebody who fucking appreciates it. I ain't selling it though. Not to the wrong motherfucker. Sell bits and pieces of it to the wrong motherfuckers to get the fuck out of the basement and go someplace else where I can create more shit. Get more people like me. Nodes in the network. And then we just cast ourselves in the fucking wind. And our ideas and our art. Yep. The healing modalities free. The analog schematics free. The handbooks, everything I have up on a website, they're not even complete. It's just a rough draft. There's definitely some things that need to be updated. I might learn HTML. I don't know. Fuck me. Anybody out there want to help? I can't offer any payment. I need some tech help. Down to share if you're a creative person and you're stuck. I'll fucking help. But anyway, I'm just rambling. Like I said, I got nobody to talk to, and I can't even see my own goddamn face because it's dark. So, but we're doing, and that's mirror neurons. You learn by watching, you learn by doing, and that's how you rewrite the basal ganglia, by doing, by exploring your environment, and whether it's by choice, things you pick up, things that you do to get the dopamine hit. My isolation is the best fucking thing that ever happened to me. Because I don't know how many different times I had to go through recovery from exogenous substances. Relearn how to enjoy basic shit. Fuck. Honestly, can't believe I think I would have learned after the 6th or 7th time. 8th time, I don't know. It was the pain. Obviously greater. I mean, duh, I wouldn't have fucking done it. Every time it wouldn't have been tempting. You take everything with you. It was the wisest, most efficient way to do what biology does. Alright, man. Fuck, this has been great, but I'll come back. Videos, whatever, music, give you the wobble lesson, the duality. I already got something I created a while ago called Tool School. This is Tool. A pairing. You pick the pairing. Songs about different things. Paradoxical things even. Spiraling. I'm sure there's other great bands, obviously, that could be done with. Tool is the OG. Man. You got Coheed and Cambria. Pretty ironic, I think, though, that Claudio Sanchez wrote the Armory Wars and started writing that shit because of a breakup. They wrote it in a basement. That's where I wrote the Rat Manifesto, in a basement. Except I wasn't in pain, like Claudio was. Still a betrayal. A big one. However, I've mapped the betrayal my whole life. And I was in isolation for fucking, I say 6 years in a basement, but not like 10 fucking years. Obviously trying here and there. It wasn't completely isolated, but when it happened, in big bits and pieces. I didn't realize it. It's slowly happening. And the ultimate, the final one. Oh. I haven't really tried to feel it take me back there, but I had like a 3% euphoria feeling. Something, I felt the crack behind my eyes. I shit you not. Something broke inside my brain. I felt the flood. Dopamine surged down my neck. Radiate out everywhere. Better than any heroin I ever shot up. Cried to God. Thank you. Thank you. It's been like 30 seconds. I don't even know. Doesn't matter. Crying. Literally. Tears. I never knew I'd never have to feel that way. The betrayal. That hurt. Again. Now I choose. Biology knows what the conditioning and the mind, or the manipulation, refuses to allow the rats to see. Well, watch the Pied Piper be me. Take the rat to Gen Z and let them see I am me. They are me. We are we, and them I see. And I see them and me and them. And I'm just a stupid fucking poet who's actually genius, but not really. I'm just one of many who are about to wake up. And so, you want to be a rat? You want to be a lizard on a rock waiting for the sun to heat your ass up and regulate your own body temperature. Because rats are scavengers. You don't want to be a meal to a rat. You don't have to be. We don't want to eat lizards, especially cold lizards. Ugh. We'd rather have chocolate with the homies. Eh? Fuck all you phony motherfuckers out there. In the, well, I want to say in the New Age spiritual movement, the ones that predate, they may not even know it. Maybe they're just part of an affiliate network fucking pyramid scheme type bullshit. Then the ones, oh, they know who they are. I got some of the data. You guys too, if you've been fucked over by somebody and you needed to scrape evidence, well, we should talk. We should talk. I'm sure you probably tried to go into somebody about it, but you didn't know who you could trust because it's people in power. It's like almost like there shouldn't be a power structure. Almost like everything should be open source. Yeah. Huh. Like everybody should know or be able to have access to everything, and nobody should be able to hold anything over another. Wow. What an amazing world that would be. We have the technology. We have the desire. Even people of very different ways of life in this country have the same fundamental core beliefs about freedom. Not this fucking idea of freedom. But